What's up guys, QuarterHoarder here. If you saw my last video, you might have heard that I officially switched to the Nokta Makro Anfibio Multi. This machine is incredible and I'm getting amazing depth with it, but the video you're about to see, I'm not using it. And you're like, well, what the heck is going on? I still have 4 or 5 old AT videos in my library that I haven't gotten out yet. So for the next month or so, you might see 2 videos a week, or you might see me going back and forth until I blow through those videos. But this machine, I'm telling you, going forward is going to be the only machine I use, and wait till you see why in some future videos coming up. If you guys want a new machine, I've got a lot of dealer friends and some sponsorships. I can probably save you some money. Shoot me an email, let me know what you want. I can save you on anything, I just can't advertise it in case there's dealers out there that I'm not in sponsorship with. It wouldn't be fair to them. But shoot me an email and we'll talk about it privately. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Me, Doug, Kyle, and Leroy at an old farm, and each of us find a coin older than your great-great-great-great-grandfather, or maybe 3 greats if you're a little older than me. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll see you at the end. Later.
All right, first dig of the day at this spot is from the Nibbler. His camera's out, which has got to be a good sign. It looks like it's a coin. I'll be quiet and let him nap. Oh, you don't have to stop recording?
Oh, it's okay. I was done.
That's a coin. That looks like half-cent size, unless it's a modern quarter.
I could have scratched it. I don't know. Look at that. Oh, I did.
I see.
I think I scratched it.
Got an Indian?
Well, it's either a half-cent or a modern quarter. I can't tell. The size is, or it could be a flat button.
It looks more like a quarter, I hate to say.
It looks like the size of a quarter.
I don't think so.
It could be a half-cent or a flat button. A modern quarter,
Now,
it looks thinner than a modern
be green
quarter.
like
yeah.
that either.
I think it might be a half-cent.
You might have a half-cent or a 2-cent piece.
Nah, it's too big for a
Yeah.
2-center.
It's scratched.
He might have hit it with his shovel, but you live and you learn.
That stuff. I'm gonna use the rub it on your pocket method.
Go ahead,
I
I'm telling you, it
guess.
works. People yell at me, but you know what? If you let it dry, they just get ruined, because then it's like concrete.
Yeah.
And when you pluck it off, it takes the face of the coin off.
with it.
I rub them for a reason, even though a lot of people yell at me, they don't understand.
It looks half-cent size. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get anything off of it.
We'll be back in a second. We're going to take a close-up of it, but I'm hoping it's a half-cent. Or
Get the-
if not, it's a
Wait.
button. Hang on.
Glasses.
I see cent. I can see the word cent.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Not cents like 25 cents.
I
Cent
think
like
it's a half cent.
1/2
May I?
cent.
Yep, I can see the reef.
Yep,
See it?
I see it. It's a half-cent.
Good.
Let's
Good
see
job,
what it is.
Kyle.
Good job, Kyle. Kyle, you know what that means? First of all today, do you want to, you can't bury it, but do you want to touch my banana?
You ask me that every time we go somewhere.
It's called, and he's got a find. This will be find number 2. What do you have, Leroy?
I'm not sure what it is. I haven't looked at it yet.
Oh, I see it. That looks like a button to me, if I had to guess, but it could be a coin. It looks thick. That looks, yeah, it's a button.
It's a button, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice one though, Leroy. You got a shank on there. It almost looks concave too.
It is a little
Yeah.
concave, yeah.
So not quite a flat button. Now I wonder if there's an image on there. I have a toothbrush, Leroy, if you want it. Or your pants, either one. Doesn't matter. My toothbrush is made out of pants material.
Okay.
It's a jeans toothbrush. Full shank standing straight up.
It's
Now,
got
if I see
something
that,
on there.
looks
I
like it's a
think.
little smushed, but you'd be smushed if you were in the ground that long too, Leroy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how it's got like that lip and then bends in on itself. Almost like a coat button. The shank is smushed flat, but it's still standing up. Yeah, there might not be a design on it, but man, I really developed a love for buttons over the years, Leroy's.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I really, here comes Doug. You got a nice button, Doug.
Good.
Man, you got to represent. Come on, we're doing terrible. We've only been here 10 minutes, but good find, Leroy. Good
All right,
job.
Leroy.
Yeah, thanks.
Can I see?
Yeah.
All right, the Nibbler might have something again. I haven't even dug anything. I got a shotgun shell. So you are kicking some butt here, Nibbler. Oh, I see it. Wow, that is thick.
It looks thick. I'm wondering if it's modern.
It looks like a nickel. Yeah, it's a nickel. I see Jefferson.
Uh,
Yep, I see Jefferson. I don't mean George Jefferson either. Although I would love to find something with George Jefferson on it. Do you remember his wife's name?
Wheezy?
Wheezy, that's right, Wheezy. No, I saw.
Not even a war nickel.
No.
Oh well.
But what year is it?
False alarm.
It was pretty deep. I mean, on a farm, you can't always tell by deep because, you know, they plow all the time. I think 38 was the first.
64.
Ah, if that was anything but a nickel, you'd have 10 cents.
Yeah.
Came up 68.72.
Let's see, Doug said he's got a button.
No shank.
Oh, you can see where the shank was. No, you don't have to give a mystery is.
Yeah, what it is.
Yeah, what it is.
What it is.
What it is. Yeah, very nice, thin, no shank,
Yeah.
but man, now I'm jealous.
Don't be.
I'm like Charlie Brown,
You'll
Doug.
pull up
all
that
I got
Spanish silver
all I got
next.
is a rock. I did get a shotgun shell.
Oh, good.
So see that?
Oh, what
Good find there, sir. Was it squeaky or was it nice and clear?
Oh, no, it was clear.
Was it?
Yeah, it rang up 68.72,
right.
but it was crisp.
I'm gonna try turning my machine on for the next row.
That might help.
I'm gonna see what happens. You know, experiment.
Good luck. Do you need help turning it on?
No, I'm gonna read the manual.
All right.
All right, here's what always happens. One guy walks off on his own 2 miles away and then always finds something great. So now I gotta make that 2 mile trek back. If it was a flat button Leroy, I probably wouldn't go. If it's a wheat penny, you're on your own.
Okay.
But Leroy said, I think it's a King George. So guess what? I leave my gear and I'm gonna walk over. How deep was it, Leroy?
It's about 5 inches,
Whew.
4 inches maybe.
All right, let me flip this sucker around. We're here. Hold on. All right, here. Oh, I see it from here, Leroy. I think it might be a dandy button,
I just
actually.
flipped it up.
That might be a big button, unless if it is. Well, no, I think it's a coin, Leroy. We're gonna have to at least brush it, or put it on your jeans.
Okay.
Just rub it on your jeans softly in a circle motion. You got to try to get that dirt off while it's still damp.
There's something coming through.
Yeah. Let's try to keep getting that dirt off. Let's see if I can get over here. And that was pretty shallow. That must have been screaming in your ear. You getting anything? I see America at the top, Leroy. So you've got a U.S. large cent of some sort. It's upside down. I see ENT in the middle. I see America at around 5 o'clock. Let's be right back in a second. Hold on, we're going to clean this off. All right, there's Leroy's coin. We worked it, and it's vague. It's hard to see, but it's either a drape bust or a Liberty cap. I'm almost positive it's a drape bust. You can see that faint bust facing to the right, and her hair pulled back in the bow. So that's what it's going to be. That's great, Leroy. That's like 18.0. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very faint, and you might be able to get it a little bit better, but at least you can ID it now.
Yeah.
The back, we got to work more. We only got the same you saw earlier, America and cent. But in that sun right there, it's faint, but I can see it. Drape bust large cent. Super good job, Leroy.
All right.
200 some years old.
Man, it's been a long time since
Yeah,
I've
that's a
done one of
gorgeous
those.
one. Yeah, the more it dries, it's coming through. Awesome. Well, my first, I'm going to say relic of the day. It's this old parasol slide, umbrella slide, probably 100 years old. Believe it or not, I mean, this is it so far for me. Trash, a shotgun shell or two, but at least this is an old relic, which means I can finally put the banana in the hole, which will help me find some stuff. I mean, the guys are, you know, Leroy's got a drape bust large cent already. Kyle's got a half cent. I think it's a drape bust. Doug's got a couple buttons called muscle balls. I got nothing. But this is going to turn the tide. So look out, dirt. I'm going to find some stuff. Or at least I won't be hungry trying to look. Next dig, guys. Yeah, looks pretty deep. Oh, Doug got another cuff button. Oh, that's bigger than the cuff button, Doug.
Yeah. No, I did get a cuff button.
Yeah, that's like penny size.
Yeah.
Just no design on it, just a flat button.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be writing on it or not. You have to clean it off later.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Well,
Man, I don't know what's going on. Me, all I dug all day was an umbrella parasol slide thing. That was it.
oh, I did get another real nice musket ball. They're much rounder than the last one.
Oh, yeah, bigger caliber, too.
Well, I think they were the same caliber, but
right.
this one was all mangled. But,
All right, good job. No coins for us, but at least you're getting some cool relics. The buttons
Yeah,
are always
yeah.
nice finds.
well, we just keep at it. We'll find
I'm
them.
not giving up. I'm
No,
not giving up.
No.
It's just a game of hide and seek, and so far they're winning.
Yeah.
My first decent find of the day, it's a musket ball. But look at the size of it, Kyle.
Yeah, I don't know my calibers of musket
It's
ball,
116 caliber.
Yeah, at least. Maybe
Yeah.
220.
It almost looks like I could play a game of pinball with it, Kyle. It's really that big. So it's been a slow day. So I'm like,
As we
woo!
look how it rolls.
I can yell at the top of my lungs because no one's around for miles in any direction. But
Make it roll again.
yeah, look. Was it roll left to right?
Yeah.
Well, Leroy found that. I'm not sure, Doug. That font looks like
It's too new.
Yeah, it could be a bale seal. It's definitely lead.
And it is.
It is the
Lighter.
thickness, but that font, because I find bale seals that do have like letters or words or a crest or something, and I could be wrong. I'm not a bale seal expert, but that font, you see it in my thing, Leroy.
Yeah.
It just looks to me like it might be newer.
Right.
It's very uniform, and usually the old ones are crude, but I could be wrong. FWTA or something. So I don't know. That's fine.
I'll have to Google it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that's what we'll do. We'll Google it.
Google.
Does anybody AOL it anymore, Doug?
AOL?
Like, does anybody Yahoo it? Or does everyone just Google it?
Yeah, Joe DeMarco is AOL.
Does anybody CompuServe it?
What the hell's
That
that?
was like an old Google. All right, good job. I'm finally on the board. Kyle, I swung over and I said, Doug, a good signal. Doug walked over. We both thought it might be a penny, and so I didn't live dig it. It's clearly going to be a half cent.
You're supposed to scrape those with your
Can
shovel
you hold this,
first.
Kyle? I'm gonna no, the phone. I'm gonna clean it real quick.
Scrape it with your shovel.
That's how I do mine.
Yeah, it's a half cent.
Yeah.
And Doug, you swung over. What did you get on it?
I got a 77.
Yeah, I got a
Penny
72.
And the fact that it was like 2 inches down.
I see a wreath, Kyle. This is the back. Let me get the front. And Kyle, this is kind of where you got your half cent.
Very close, yeah.
Yeah, you were back there a little ways.
Kyle, I mean, Leroy, I might try to use your brush.
You want to use my scrub brush? Can't hurt it.
I see.
Boy, that's thin.
It's a classic head. It's a classic head half cent. She's facing to the left. That's the only half cent I think that faces to the left. Is that right, Doug?
But you're asking me?
Oh.
What do I look like?
Where's Paul? Where's Paul when I need him? The one time in life you need Paul. No, it's a draped bust. It's facing to the right. Here, let me see that camera, Kyle. I'm going to do a super zoomy on it. All right, Kyle's helping me there. You can see it coming through. It's 18-0. I can see the date. You can see her hair pulled back in the back.
It's like the one I just got.
Yeah, I'm going to clean it better. It's a draped bust half cent. I can see the bow in her face, so I'm going to try to clean it a little bit better, but woo, I'm finally on the board, Doug.
All right.
Good job.
Thank you. All right, the Nibbler's got another button. Kyle, how many buttons you have today?
4 or 5.
Yeah, I mean, you're the button daddy today. That's it. Yep, no shank.
No, thank you.
It's very dark today, Kyle. When it's dark, things don't come into focus as well.
I find when it's dark, it's not as light out.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Right.
I noticed that. But
Yeah.
you can take that from my hand.
Thank you.
Yeah, I noticed that when the sun's not out, it's look how pretty that looks like, Kyle. No, in my viewfinder. Oh yeah, I'm capturing the moment. All right, back to business. Good job, Nibbler.
Thanks.
Yeah, Leroy, this part was just freshly plowed and planted.
Yeah.
And how cool, Leroy, the farmer, he doesn't care if we come this week, in a month, he just doesn't care.
Right.
Which is just awesome because the fields are planted.
Got a little cuff button.
And oh yeah, with a full shank. Man, I haven't dug a button all day, Leroy, and I just don't know why I can't get over one. What'd that hit on your machine?
I want to say in the 50s.
That low? Yeah.
It was pretty low.
I got a boatload of pull tabs trying to chase buttons, and just haven't gotten lucky yet. But that's a nice little guy, full shank. Well, it's kind of slowed down. Plug master forward. There's Doug out there. Kyle is way out there somewhere. Leroy is behind me. No, there he is. Nothing beats a big old farm field. Not a ton of coins, but when you do find one, they've been 200 plus years old, which is great. But you might walk an hour and dig nothing. Occasional musket ball. We've probably got 12 flat buttons between us all in the day. I've contributed 0, but that's okay. We're gonna keep on looking. We got probably another hour before it's dark. It's been overcast all day, so it's not too hot. Man, who can complain about that? So let's try to finish up strong. We've all got a good coin except for Doug until now. Doug said copper, and he said a big one. Yes, sir. We've got 2 large coppers and 2 half cents. This is going to be a large copper for sure. Let's give it a good clean. It's got hit by the plow, Doug.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But let's get some detail why it's wet. So hang on, we'll be back in a second. Good job, Doug.
All right,
I knew you were due.
What's that? Activate?
Wonder Twin Powers.
Activate.
There we go. Form of a coin. That's it. You don't know the rest of it.
I don't know.
All right, here's Doug's copper. They're not in good shape. It's an active farm. But up at the very top, right there, Doug, do you see there's some marking? But it's in terrible shape. And it was hit by the plow, too, so it's mangled. But now that center part right here,
could have been the bust.
well, I don't know if that is dirt that'll come off, or if this where we see writing is the high point and this is the slick. So this is going to be a tough one. You might not get more than that. It says, Doug, I can see it at the very top, M-E-R, so it's going to say America right there. So it probably would have been on the side like that to say America. And if it did, it would flip this way, and that would be the orientation. But man, it's just
pretty messed up.
Yeah, you might have to work it later and see. But that's how it would lay, something like that.
Yeah, you can see lettering.
Yeah, that says America.
Yeah.
That's all I can see is that little bit of America. So at least we know it's a U.S. coin, but it is what it is, Doug.
Oh well.
She's cleaning herself. Yoo-hoo! She was just cleaning her legs, and then you see like her.
Just watch her catch something, and then I'll bug or something.
Try to get her attention, Kyle. Yoo-hoo! I'm gonna leave her alone.
How cool is that praying mantis, guys? I think they're like bald eagles. You're not allowed to kill them or hurt them or anything like that. We tried to gently nudge them off the car so we can get the heck out of there. But what a great spot. 2 drape bust half cents, 2 drape bust large cents. I think they're like 1797 to 1806 or something like that. Way over 200 years old. And we all got one. Incredible. I can't wait to go back with the Anfibio and try a little bit deeper too, see what else is there. 16 buttons came out of the ground. What a great day. If you guys want to get a machine or a pinpointer or a detector or a sand scooper, whatever you want, shoot me an email at the bottom, QuarterHoarder, yahoo.com. I can save you money. Even if you don't swing my brand, you can swing whatever brand you want. I don't care. I can help you out. I can save you some money. The holidays are coming. Treat yourself to something good. That's what I always say. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting. See you in the next one. Later.